Trump's address on global tensions and nuclear conflict. In a speech that has captured worldwide attention, former President Donald Trump delivered a stark warning about escalating global tensions, focusing on the implications of recent geopolitical developments involving Russian President Vladimir Putin and the looming threat of nuclear conflict. Trump began by emphasizing the gravity of the current geopolitical situation, noting that rising tensions between nuclear powers have put the entire world on edge. He underscored the potential for catastrophic outcomes if these issues are not addressed with urgency and prudence.
Joe Biden, the world has become vastly more dangerous, and there is no greater danger than the deadly menace of nuclear weapons and hypersonic missiles. Hypersonic missiles move at many times the speed of sound and 6 times faster than current missiles. Armed with nuclear weapons, they could annihilate entire cities and even countries within minutes. And we cannot let this happen. If you take a look right now, the nuclear word is being mentioned all the time. This is a word that you're not allowed to use. It was never used during the Trump administration, but now other countries are using that word against us because they have no respect for our leadership. World War III would be a catastrophe unlike any other. This would make World War I and World War II like very small battles. The best way to ensure that such a conflict never happens is to be prepared with unmatched technology and unrivaled strength. To this end, when I'm Commander-in-Chief, which we did an awfully good job at rebuilding our military, we rebuilt the entire military. Once again, I will work with Congress and our great military leaders, not the ones you see on television. I don't consider them leaders. But we're going to work with them to build a state-of-the-art, next-generation missile defense shield. Just as Israel is now protected by the Iron Dome, a dream once thought impossible, America must have an impenetrable dome to protect our people. We worked with Israel to develop that dome. They relied on us. Not just them, they relied on us. We have technology that's unsurpassed, but our past leaders haven't really wanted to use it. I rebuilt our military at a level that nobody thought possible, but we have to now go that further step. We must be able to defend our homeland, our allies, and our military assets around the world from the threat of hypersonic missiles, no matter where they are launched from.
A critical point in his address was Trump's analysis of Russian President Vladimir Putin's approval for potential nuclear options. Trump expressed grave concern over what he called reckless escalations, warning that any misstep could lead to an irreversible global crisis. U.S. foreign policy. Trump did not hold back in criticizing the U.S. government's recent foreign policy decisions, which he argued have exacerbated tensions with Russia. He suggested that certain military actions have pushed adversaries closer to drastic measures, jeopardizing global stability. And call for diplomatic solutions. Amid the dire warnings, Trump urged for a return to diplomacy as the primary tool for resolving disputes. He emphasized the need for dialogue and compromise to prevent the descent into catastrophic conflict, stressing that peace is not a weakness, but a necessity. Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered an urgent address to the nation in the wake of a hypersonic missile attack on Ukraine, focusing on Russia's military readiness and response strategies. The speech outlined key points regarding the state of the conflict and its implications for global security. Putin emphasized Russia's advanced military capabilities, particularly in deploying hypersonic missile technology. He claimed these weapons offer unmatched precision and strength, showcasing Russia's preparedness to defend its interests. Putin openly addressed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, framing it as a defense of Russia's sovereignty and regional stability. He reiterated his stance that the operations are necessary to counter perceived threats near Russia's borders.
Объекты для поражения в ходе дальнейших испытаний наших новейших ракетных комплексов будут определяться нами, исходя из угроз безопасности Российской Федерации. Мы считаем себя вправе применять наше оружие против военных объектов тех стран, которые позволяют применять свое оружие против наших объектов. А в случае эскалации агрессивных действий будем отвечать также решительно и зеркально. Об этом рекомендую серьезно задуматься и правящим элитам тех стран, которые вынашивают планы использовать против России свои воинские контингенты. Разумеется, выбирая в случае необходимости и в качестве ответных мер объекты для поражения такими...
The speech reinforced Russia's unwavering commitment to safeguarding its national security. Putin vowed to take all necessary measures to ensure the country's safety against any external provocations. Putin hinted at the possibility of further military escalations if provoked, signaling a readiness to intensify operations in response to any perceived aggression from Ukraine or its allies. The address also touched on the broader implications for international relations. Putin claimed that Western actions have destabilized global security and called for accountability from nations contributing to the tensions. Putin called on the Russian people to remain united during these challenging times, emphasizing the importance of collective resolve in facing external pressures. Putin's address signals a heightened phase in the Ukraine conflict and underscores Russia's determination to assert its military dominance. The speech also raises concerns about potential escalations and their impact.